Hey lovelies, breaking news, exciting news, wonderful news! So, if you've watched my last video, by the way, go check it out. You guys know that the file I worked on for this month's Patreon award got corrupted. I'm still mad about it. But anyhow, I was able to recreate it. I even did some changes, and right now I'm not too sure if I like it better or more. But the fact of the matter is that I finished it and it looks good. So here's this month's Patreon award. So guys, if you want to follow me, if you want to follow me over on Patreon, you know, it's patreon.com/Swan Creates Art. And I hope that you become part of the community. Okay, now let's get on to the video. Bye! Hey lovelies, did you miss me? Let me hear you say, hey, Miss Carter. Let me hear you say, hey, Miss Carter. Give me some. Alright, I don't know why I'm on a high or something, but I'm back. So this is either going to be the first video I did coming back or my second, explaining what I did while I was gone. But either way, I'm recording this during Black History Month. I'm not editing it though. That's the hardest part. I'm not editing it. Not on Beyonce's internet, okay? Hey lovelies. So I would like to introduce you to an art brand called, let me look it up. Artistro. I just want to make sure I'm saying it right. Artistro, I believe. So, who is Artistro? Artistro is a US brand that has been founded since 2015. It's their 6th birthday this year. They are artists themselves and they make art supplies such as watercolors, markers, acrylics. It's like, yeah. And back in December, they contacted moi. Yes, me. Yes, me. They contacted me. I don't know. I'm just like so giddy. They contacted me about some paint pens that they could send me to review, and I was like, okay, cool. It sounds like Posca pen, but you know, it's just paint in a pen. And I'll be like, that'll be so cool that I could paint without the hassle of water. Alright, so I say, okay, cool. And then the package arrived. Went to the post office. Normal thing. It came in this huge box, which didn't faze me because usually when you order things from Amazon, it'll be a small little pack of markers and they'll give me this huge box. I'm like, why? But then I say, okay, maybe the pens are just in this big box. But when I lifted it, it was heavy. So I'm like, maybe they put the 2 pens because they gave me 2 options. And I was just like, send me whichever one. And I was like, okay, maybe they just send me both. Maybe I was just lucky. Then I came home. And I opened the box. And in the box was this. What? Shook it to get this box. Yeah, I came back. I shook it to get this box. I'm like, huh? With who? I was so confused because, and then I remembered that I said, oh, I'm so excited with working with acrylic paints now. So apparently they sent me an entire box of acrylic paints and I was in love. I really wanted to try the pens too, but I could buy it later maybe. So I looked it up on the website and this paint, 24 tubes of paint for $22 and some cents, so approximately $23. So I was super excited to open it up, and when I opened it, these tubes are huge. Like, why are they so big? How is it so big? I'm comparing it to the other paint tubes I've like bought over the years, and they're way bigger. So more paint, and I love that the black and the white is bigger. The white could have just been the big one, and the black could have been the normal too, because I don't use black that much. Every time I buy black acrylic, it dry out before I can even use them. So One thing I realized, they packaged up this book that everything was plastic, which is kind of wasteful, but then you're shipping art supplies that could explode very easily across the mail. Yeah. Oh, and they sent me this in December. They even sent me a confirmation link about when they shipped it, which was in late December, and I got this the last week in January. So for my 3D people, be good, be golden. And I'm looking at the tube because I was kind of worried that, oh, they didn't seal it, but then I remember they sealed the box and then they sealed the paint inside. It was just like everything was sealed, and these paints are just so big. Oh, and they also give you 3 free brushes and a paint palette. Oh, and stickers. They give you stickers. I love stickers. I never use them. I just collect them in a pouch and I look at them and feel happy. So I know I'm weird. So after I inspected the paints, I then opened up the paints to see. So on a scrap piece of paper, I put like dark lines on the paper to see how opaque the paints will be, and I'm just gonna say these paints were very nice to paint with. Really nice. They're creamy, they were just so soft, and it's just weird, and they glide across the page really well. I put a little dot on the brush to paint on the page and it spread. I think it could have spread more if I like wanted it to, but I just leave it there and it was like, and I painted painting with this, spoiler, and I barely used any paint, and I used a lot of magentas and purples and peach and blue, and I used those colors, and tubes like I barely even used them, and I used a lot. Okay, I didn't use a lot because they spread, because these paints are just beautiful. So I checked on the website, and for this pack of 24 paints, the color, the whole set, is $23. $23, guys, $23 for 24 big ass tubes of paint. Yes, please sign me up. Thank you, Artistro. You know I'm bad at saying names, guys. Thank you, Artistro. Thank you so much. Really surprised that they had gold and silver and gold. Sorry, in the packet I was super excited about it, but it's not that opaque. You have to put like multiple layers, so it could be cool to like have a little shimmy effect. And it's only now I wonder if I should like add some gold accents to painting, but man, that'd be, I know your curiosity is burning you about what did I paint. If you followed me on Instagram, hint, you guys would know. Well, at least have a little inkling of what I painted. Okay, so here are the colors now at the end. They're really great. The magenta, that teal green, the dark blue, love it. And purple. The purple is a more lighter color, so it's good. And also, this also made me rearrange the paint in a nice pretty pattern. Well, one that suits me. But it's so bulky in the container that I have to take it out and put it somewhere else because it's hard to paint with this thing taking up so much space. So I didn't know what to do with the stickers because I didn't just want to put it away like I do my other stickers. But then I realized it have real positive like affirmations on it, and I decided to take it out and put it on the paint tubes, and I realized maybe that's what it's for. So I took out one of my canvases that I've been hoarded for like months now. Because that's what I do. I'm scared to paint on canvas. Don't ask me why, okay? That's just what I do. And I finally like picked out my, what do you call that thing that you put painting on? and easel. Wow, I have to talk myself into that one. I finally took out my easel. I bought this in my first year of graphic design school. We was doing drawing and painting, and that was like 10 years. Oh my god, I'm old. 9 to 10 years ago. Wow, wow, wow. And yeah, I never really use it. I have a mini easel on my table, and I use that to hold my tablet while I do things on my computer, so I'm used to that. But the easel was hard, and I realized watching it back now that yeah, I put it together wrong, which explains a lot what happened coming up. But here I am holding up the paint. I'm so excited, to use these paints in a painting, but also terrified because I'm gonna mess it up. So I have the color guide with me, of course, and then I have a color guide that I made. I took a picture of the painting so I could like mock it up in Photoshop so I won't make mistakes. And then they gave us a palette with it, but I don't want to use it since it's a bigger canvas I'm using. I want to use the one I already have that I could mix a large portion of paint. And yeah, that will work right. And of course I used the brushes that came with it because I like the feel of it. And when I was painting the color guide, it was, but I wanted to put like a gradient effect. And something I learned by April, follow her on TikTok. She's amazing. She puts like clear sealant on her sketches, and then she will put like a layer of paint and rub it away. And that didn't happen with me. No. So one thing she does, she puts 2 to 3 coats. I thought I could get away with 1 coat. I didn't. So I put down a layer of water for the waters to the paint to blend properly, and apparently it washed away the layer of sealant I had, which in turn washed away my sketch. And realizing now that I was done in shit streak, I continued on and put the gradient effect, which further got rid of the sketch. And because I didn't put my easel together properly, the canvas fell multiple times. Now you can see here, the sketch is almost completely gone. You can only see a little part of her hair. I'm fine. I'm fine. Waiting on a miracle. So, the miracle being that I took a picture of it, so therefore I have the sketch saved on my computer. So, my scaredness of working on a canvas kind of paid off. So, here's the redone sketch. It's okay. I like the first one better. But no, I like the second one better, but the first one's face shape, I love that one better. This face shape came up bigger than how it was, and I keep watching the sketch and the sketch on the computer, the first sketch on this one, and I'm like, yeah. And for some reason, my phone decided to film this in slow-mo. I don't know why. I really don't. But enjoy the slow-mo. But needless to say, after the mess-up of what just happened, I was terrified to start painting again. So guess what I did? I procrastinated and did it and pulled it off for days. Yeah. But then I realized that the big easel wasn't working out, so I went back to my table easel, and I should have done that from the beginning because it's so much easier. And the canvas wasn't that big. So now we paint, and I don't know what I was stressing out about. Like seriously, I was overthinking this thing. I was seriously overthinking this thing. But like, what else is new? I overthink everything. Like, and yeah, the painting process was so much fun, especially since I had my podcast to keep me company and other YouTubers on their YouTube channel that the videos that I watched kept me company as I painted. And I'm like, why do I stress out? I always stressed out in the beginning. When I'm doing the thing, I feel calm. And then at the end, I'm like, wow, this is awesome. Like, why was I stressing out in the beginning? And then you'll think I'll learn my lesson. No, I'll go right back out to stressing for the next one. Consequences. I am so sorry. Random things just pop up in my head, and like, you guys just have to deal with it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, lovelies. Love you. So, how did these paints work? These paints work awesome. I'm not just saying that because they literally send me a huge box of paint. I'm not that biased. I really like how these paints work because I have like a sergeant kind of paint as well, and they take a while to blend together, but these things blend together real nice. And the color selection, even though I'm biased to like purples and pinks, I really enjoyed the process of painting with these. And it wasn't hard to mix paints together, but one thing about acrylic that just nags me is that you have to keep adding. Like, and when it dries, like if you don't use up the paint, I think that's my main hiccup with using acrylic paints. If I mix too much, I feel like I'm wasting paint. Oh, I'm moving the mic. I feel like I'm wasting paint. And then if I mix too little, I'm not sure I could get the same exact shade to continue on, and then maybe I might have to paint over. That's like two anxieties working with acrylics. But I highly recommend you guys use these. Why is it so hard for me to say these people's name of the company? Artistro. Maybe if I say it enough, it'll stick in my head. Artistro, where art thou for? Artistro, you have given me this big box of paint that I love so much. Artistro. Yeah, I'm weird. You guys know that already. So about this painting, let's talk about who I'm painting. So I don't have a name for her. I created her like years ago when I first started digital painting. She was the first digital painting I ever did where I didn't sketch beforehand in my sketchbook and then trace and like, you know, take a picture, put it up to Photoshop and trace it and then paint there. Yeah, that I used to do so much. I couldn't sketch in Photoshop to save my life back then. I had to sketch it in the sketchbook and then go through that whole process. But her, I'll even pop up a picture of her. She was the first one where I did the sketch, the line art, and the painting all in Photoshop, and I felt so proud. Maybe that's why I'm so, you know. And then when I first started my Patreon, I redrew her to be that when I just had digital downloads available on my Patreon. So she was a wallpaper and a sticker sheet. And just the other day, I was just feeling to sketch, and I have a picture of her, the first version of her, up on my heart-shaped gallery wall. And I was like, you know what, let me just redraw her. And I did. And when I was struggling about what to paint on this canvas, because I wasn't sure what I was supposed to do, she came to mind, and I was like, all right, I'm just going to paint her. And I did, and I'm loving it. I'm loving it. And I like to just draw girls too much with jackets, because jackets are cool. Jackets are awesome. Everybody needs a jacket, except Trini people. We'll die from heat stroke, but yes. So she needs a name. I don't know. I never named her. I just call her Star Goddess. Why is it so hard for me to speak? Oh my god, I haven't done this in so long. Oh my god. So yeah, lovelies. And that's pretty much it. I just came up with her design, and the next time I draw her, I might change her as well. I just like her hairstyle, her third eye, and that she has stars all over. So the first time I drew her, she was just a head. with a star in her hand. The second time I drew her, she had on a sports bra with a see-through top and shorts. And this is the third time I'm drawing like her whole body. No, it's the second time I'm drawing her whole body. The first time she was just a head. And it's not even a whole body. It's like cut off by her hips. But you know what I mean. She's wearing shorts and she has shoes. She's wearing sneakers. She got the drip in me. So okay. And yeah, she needs a name. What should her name be? Black names only. This is Black History Month. Okay. Alright, I'm leaving you to the video now. guys, reached to the end of the video, and here we go. Whoop! Here is the final illustration. Well, it's not illustration, it's a painting. I painted this. Me, I painted it on a canvas. Me. Yeah, I'm proud. Yeah, I'm proud. Look at it. Look at it. Look at her. Look at her. Yeah. I'm really, really happy with how she came out. Something that's, oh, maybe I should like lower it, like just now. My niece got a ring light for her birthday, so like I'm taking advantage of it. Alright, so it's lowered. Okay, yeah, I can see better here. So here she is. Out. So one thing that's bothered me, that like maybe the clouds in the back here is like it's not dark enough to separate like these clouds in front and these in the back. But other than that, I'm really happy with how it came out. Look at her, look at her. My little sun god, no, not sun, my little star goddess. She evolved so much over the years. Look at her. Are you happy? And because the thing I was talking about with mixing too much paint, I also did this. So it's like a little companion piece. I'm going to put on the mic just now. Can you hear me there? Can you hear me? I don't know. But here it is. It's a companion piece. So it's like Rapunzel and Flynn Rider, I mean Eugene Fitzherbert, singing all I want, na, 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 na. Let's just say just float up to her. Okay, so I can only hold one. So let's hold her up. Oh wait. Just up. Is it? They match perfectly. I would like to thank Artistro so much for sending me these paints. They were really, really fun to use and they're affordable. So if you guys would like to get these, well, not these, these are mine. If you'd like to get these paints, you can get them on their website at artistro.com, and you could also put in my coupon code called Swan Creates. Hey, or you could use the affiliate, how do you say that word? Affiliate. You can use the link below. Affiliate link. Affiliate. I hear that word so much. How can I not say it? Affiliate. Did you what? Affiliate. The link below. Okay. And since I'm like recording this before I unpause my Patreon, I don't know how much I lost. I'm not going on Patreon in a while. I've put up some posts, but like I haven't gone on Patreon for a while. But I know some patrons have stuck around. We talk on Discord, guys. I have a Discord. One for the public, for you, and one for patrons only. So thank you, lovelies. Thank you all my patrons for sticking around. I'm doing this before I unpause. I don't know who's there or not. So hey, lovelies, thank you so much for staying support. All my lovelies. Okay, thank you all so much for your support. I have a next canvas up there somewhere. So like yeah, I'll be doing the next painting. I don't know what I'm going to paint about. Leave your suggestions down below, because I promised myself I won't buy any more canvases until I finish the two, because I've had them for months. I had one and then I bought another one and I was like, yeah, I'm not going to use it. So what should I paint? And tell me what you guys think about her. What should I name her? I just name her Star Goddess. Like, what's her actual name? Make it black. Make it black name. It's Black History Month. Well, I live in Trinidad and Tobago. All year is Black History, but whatever. Alright, so what should we name her? And thank you guys so much for watching this video. I'm back. Yay! And I'll see you when I see you. Follow me over the internet. Bye!